So, hi everyone. I just let a little bit of time pass, and I'm going to end the Alien review as well, but for now I'm doing something completely different. I'm going to talk about a little book that's, I think, not so famous. It's nearly... I don't think I know even one person who knows about it. Okay, Hamlet. What can you say about Hamlet? A lot of things, and I'm going to start now. It's 2011, and what's the most stereotypical thing that comes up to your mind when you think British? Tea, ugly teeth, the Big Ben, old ugly government woman, and Shakespeare. That's what I think when I hear British. The good W.S. He was a hell of a writer, and ahead of his time. Well, let's look at his most famous works. King Lear, for example, or Titus, and everyone knows about Romeo and Juliet. But today I'm gonna talk about Hamlet, sorry. That's the first thing what I think is kind of weird. This name. Yeah, back then, well, these were normal names, but Hamlet? Never mind. Let's just walk on. This story is about a young prince of Denmark and his uncle who killed his father, while Hamlet studies in Wittenberg. Yeah, by the way, I was also in Wittenberg, not for very long, but I was there. What is logic because I live in Germany, and visiting this place one time is some kind of a thing you should do. Hamlet got the information that Claudius, his uncle, killed his brother, so the father of Hamlet. Well, yes. So Hamlet takes revenge on his uncle and kills him, and a lot of other people also died. At the end, one character survived, and wow, that's a bloodbath. So that is the story in general. Maybe I'm going to do a commentary on the whole text somewhere later. However, everyone knows the catchphrase "to be or not to be." This is the question. But not so much people know that Star Trek VI got its title from the phrase "the undiscovered country." And one of the Klingons had even read Shakespeare. Oh, and yes, I know about the Simpsons version. Lada lada, it's not so good. It's... well, you better read the book. If you are not so the person who reads things like this, don't read it, but or watch the Simpsons version. But in my case, I have to say, no, it's not that kind of good of a version, of a parody or whatever. What brings me to the next thing. A lot of people, however, know that The Lion King is really just based on Hamlet. What? Even for based on Hamlet? I couldn't believe this when I hear it first. So, first thing, the body count. Lion King, 2 people dies in Hamlet. Well, I'm not really sure because I'm in the middle of the book, and let's just say right here, I knew that Claudius will die, I know the mother of Hamlet will die, I know Hamlet will die, I know 2 other characters will die, so we are high over the body count, and a lot of other people are on their way to die. So I don't know. This is like comparing Schindler's List to, let's say, a new Summer for Hitler song from Mel Brooks, The Producers. On the other side, I always wanted to see a lion studying in Wittenberg. That would be really stupid. However, okay, it's just really based. I just have to point this out. Based on Hamlet. It's not the story of Hamlet. And, well, Scar even says, "Long live the king," what is also from Hamlet. However, I hate to admit, I thought a lot about Lion King while reading Hamlet. But in this case, I could also say that Kimba the White Lion is based on Hamlet as well. I'm going now into detail about some scenes, text lines, and dialogue parts. First, the scene where the ghost of Hamlet's father appear, and Hamlet follow him, and also these two guardians, or whatever they are. But before, they are really fucking scared by this ghost, and just try to hold Hamlet back. When now they're following him. Makes sense too. A little bit of a screw up Shakespeare, but it's not that kind of important. I mean, according to something what I'm going to point out later. However, so, we have then the next thing what is stupid. The same scene a few sentences later, Hamlet tells the two guardians that they never should tell anyone about the ghost, that they have seen it. What? Is Hamlet out of his mind? What is a little bit early? If he is going to tell someone the reason why he knows that Claudius killed his father, then he should have some persons who can tell, well, where he knows it from, and maybe also say that he's not crazy because he says he knows it from a ghost. That's just ridiculously stupid. So now I have to point out how stupid Claudius was. He did not even try to kill Hamlet. Dick shit! You are a jerk, a dumbass, and oh god, come on! And now the most embarrassing part for you. You were even less of an evil genius than the Disney based on personality was. That's embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. I have to say here that there's really no other things that I have to point out. However, Hamlet itself is, well, I'm going to finish it, reading it, as I said, about half of it, and it's really cool. But before I end this whole look on Hamlet, I have to show you something that is just embarrassing for Germany. In English, the English version of King Lear, well, with a German kind of forward, but I get disappointed by the cover. Well, not the cover itself, but, well, see for yourself. So we have here Macbeth by... Are you kidding me? Who the fuck is Shakespeare? If you mean Shakespeare, then write it correctly. I mean, you can also add a R right between the A and the K, and you have Shakespeare. Not even Shakespeare, just Shakespeare. You idiots! And not even this, they even He even wrote down spear in the wrong way. And by the way, here's the German version of Hamlet where they write Shakespeare correctly. What's the matter? Don't tell me you were just stupid just because this book is from when? Holy shit, this book is from 1928? Never mind. And the fact that it's from 1928 makes it even more shameful. Because I think they were back then a little bit more nitpicking about everything. I mean, it looks really good, but why? If it looks so good, it's even a hardcover book. And you wrote the name of one of the famous authors in all time wrong. What, even a softcover full German version of Hamlet had right on his cover. So, WTF. By the way, that's the version I'm reading here. And yes, as you can see here, yes. Yeah. It's really a cool story. But seriously, or just change the K to a Q and you have Jack, Spear, or Spare, whatever you call this. And it is impossible to say that maybe the grammar of this word has changed. It's a name, not a word, so as I know, they are not changing. Okay, maybe someone just made a law for this up right now, but I don't think so. Son of a bitch. That's... I don't know. I don't know if there are more grammar mistakes in here. I'm going to read it after I have finished Hamlet. And as well... yes. That was all. But seriously, shucks. You... How stupid are we Germans again?